welcome back to some more Pokemon Life, Pokemon Academy Life. That's the game I was trying to say. So we're here at the cafeteria to get lunch with our friends. We all somehow managed to get a table with enough seats to fit us, which is great. Well, more like we forced it to fit us, am I right? Majority of the tables here aren't designed to seat more than 4 or 5 people at a time, and we have 7. There's not a whole lot of leg and arm room left. Been there, done that. To be honest, I'm surprised that we're all sitting together in the first place. Wow, literally everyone. Hey, green beret chick. That's great. Sharon, Hilbert, Hilbert, their friend Hilda. They don't seem like much of a social group. Yet, here they are. Sometimes there's their friend Bianca, whose personality is like the polar opposite compared to everyone else's. With a group like this, conversation topics tend to stray toward homework or current of fuck. With a group like this, the conversation topics tend to stray towards schoolwork or current events. It's not especially boring or exciting. It's more like a business meeting than anything. Eventually, I report to Sharon and the others about what Roxanne and Briley told me earlier at the academy. I see. That's very helpful information, Alec. I am glad that you took the opportunity when I was presented to you. I was right to place my trust in you. I still can't believe that you managed to extract so much out of both the president and the vice president so early in the school year. I may have underestimated you. You fucking calling me stupid or some shit? What the fuck is this?
Great work, Alec.
Well, thank you, Serena. The shower of compliments is too much for me. I feel my face lighting up. Oh, stop it. I did expect that. Fuck. I did expect that the lectures would be open to the current student and council members. However, with your recent acquaintance of Roxanne and Brawley, this may very well play out in your favor.
So, you're like friends with Roxanne and Brawley now?
Well, I wouldn't consider them friends, but I mean, I guess we know each other's names, am I right?
That's still so cool. I really hope you guys get into the council.
Thank you for the encouraging words, Bianca.
So, have you guys seen the garden out back yet? It's so pretty.
Thank goodness for Bianca. I wish I knew I could count on her to change the topic to something more lighthearted. Right? Look at that fucking beret.
I've seen it from outside, but I haven't been in there myself. We should go there sometime.
Well, hello, Hilda, and who are you? And what is your voice? That's the real question here. Oh, fuck.
I agree. It'd be a terrible...
fuck.
I agree. It'd be a terrible waste if we didn't.
Why? What does one even do in a garden?
I was thinking of perhaps a picnic of sorts. I hear the center of the garden is a very popular spot for students during the spring and summer.
Why not just eat in the cafeteria? It's cheaper, faster, we don't have to worry about the wind blowing everything away. What voice did I literally just do? It's not this. It's not the same, Hilbert. You're right. It's not. Eating on a table is much better than eating on some dirt and grass. Oh, what a ladies' man. What can I say? I can't fucking... her voice just...
Do you really think eating in a boring classroom or boring room surrounded by crowds of people is better than eating with your friends in a quiet garden?
Duh. Hilbert, you dumbass. Yes. What a dick. Get the fuck out of here, Hilbert. You're not going to get any poos like that. Any sweet poon. I'm going to cut all that out. All you're going to hear is nothing. And then you're going to hear me talking about how there was something there and now there's not. So let's just go on with that. I have to agree with Hilbert.
Callum, I thought you of all people would prefer someone with less people around.
You're not wrong, but I don't quite like the idea of eating food that's so close to the floor. Who knows what's been on the garden grounds?
Well, that's just your opinion. What does everyone else think?
I'm fine with anything.
Me too. So the opinion is split evenly. What about you, Alec?
They all turn to me and wait for my response. They really expect me to be the deciding vote? If I had to be honest, I think... listen here. The vote right now is between the guys, other than me, and the women. Obviously go with the women. A picnic sounds fantastic. It's literally what I said. Look at that. I think a picnic is a fantastic idea. It'd make for a great change in scenery. Good job, me.
Yes, having a light meal surrounded by nothing but green nature and the blue sky, it sounds so romantic.
Oh, look at me earning them points. Damn, it feels good to be a gangsta.
Exactly. It's about the atmosphere, not the actual meal. I've heard the cherry blossoms are in full bloom around this time of year.
Then why have a picnic at all? Why don't you just go there and stare at the trees if you like them so much?
It was just a suggestion.
I still prefer eating on stable ground, but to each their own.
Well, if you wanted to go to the garden anyway, it's free access to students all day every day. Eh? I was planning on going to get a head start on my book and normal classes.
In what way did you plan on getting a head start?
I don't know, but I thought maybe I can take a closer look at my any Pokemon that I can find there, so I have something to compare to in class. Is that weird?
No, that's a good idea. I'll plan on doing something similar.
Thanks. I don't know why the fuck I said thanks that way. Thanks. Thanks. Thanks, bro.
Despite Bianca's ditzy personality, she's actually a really diligent student. I heard that she faced a lot of opposition before getting into this school, especially from her overprotective parents who refused to let her enroll. Fuck them. So I really shouldn't be surprised at her determination. And her eating little zebra cake or whatever the fuck.
Speaking of classes...
Wow.
Speaking of classes, how do you all pretend... fuck. Speaking of classes, how do you all pretend on handling your studies?
I'm not doing the voice right.
Speaking...
Hey, Alec. No. Hey, Alec. No. I'm blanking on how the fuck to do her voice. I don't know why. Like, there's too many of them. Ugh.
Speaking of classes, how do you all plan on handling your studies? Do you think we should hold some kind of study group? I'm kind of getting back there, I guess.
Are you concerned about what that teacher said about the graduation rate?
Just a little.
There's no need to be afraid about something like graduating. I have confidence that everyone here sitting at this table will have no trouble getting graduated. Fuck! I have confidence that everyone that's sitting here at this table will have no trouble graduating on time. What you should be concerned with is how you should spend your time outside of class. Have any of you decided on your extracurricular activities yet? Fuck, that voice is killing me, man.
Oh, clubs? Sign up start next week, right?
Yeah, and they should run to the beginning of May, so you have plenty of time to decide.
Oh, yay. I was looking at the gardening club, but I want to think about it a little bit more. Have you decided on a club yet, Sharon?
I see no need. I will have my hands full preparing for the student council elections for the next few months.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You guys are going to be so busy.
Right. But, oh, when did we switch to Callum? Did I fuck that up? Right. But as a backup plan, I plan on joining the art club. It'd be a good way to pass the time and unwind.
I've heard from your parents...
Hey.
I've heard from my parents on that Calbacon's Academy's musicals are so impressive. They can...
Why can I not? I'm fucking up the voices. I'm getting the two of them mixed up now.
I've heard from my parents that Kobakon's Academy's musicals are so impressive they can be compared to the professional ones. If possible, I'd like to be able to join their pit orchestra with my violin.
That would be awesome, Serena. You fucking go, girl.
It must be nice being able to play a musical instrument. All I can play is tennis. Then are you joining the tennis team? This school has a tennis team? Huh, maybe I am. What about you, Hilbert?
I can't play tennis.
No, I'm talking about if there are any clubs you're interested in.
Huh. The battle team sounds alright.
Truly. You think you have what it takes to get in?
I believe so, unless you're doubting my abilities. Fucking challenge me, bro. You know that I don't. I was caught off guard. Do you have any clubs in mind, Alec? Even if you're confident that you'll be elected to the student council, it's still a good idea to have a plan B. Everyone's looking at me like they're waiting for my input. I can't say I have been thinking about clubs, but I really don't have any. It's really high on my priority list at the moment. But since I'm for next week, I should start thinking about a club I'm interested in. Clubs, huh? Right now I'm leaning towards... Oh boy. Interesting. Well, out of those particular options... Oh, man. I mean, out of those, it's going to have to be the battle team, honestly. Though I wouldn't mind being on the tennis team with Hilda. But, just going off of me, I'm not great at tennis. So, it's going to be the battle team, I guess. Yep. Even though I know certain someone is also interested in it, I feel like it'd be a really cool team to be a part of. Not to mention getting a chance to participate in the national tournament. The battle team. It sounds a little scary, but it looks like something I can really find myself invested in. Are you experienced with Pokemon battling? I wouldn't call myself a master, but I know a thing or two. Am I right or am I right? As a kid, I participated in scrimmages with others and the Pokemon we had around town. But have you ever battled competitively? You can hardly call yourself a Pokemon trainer if you experience an official match. Hilbert has a point. Battling for a sport is nothing compared to battling on a competitive level. I've seen some of the upperclassmen trainers here, and their Pokemon are around the same level as those you face in the Pokemon League. If I were you, I'd put off trying for the battle team until you have a competitively experienced Pokemon party. If I were you, I would put off trying out for the battle team until you have a competitively experienced Pokemon party. There, I said the words. I should have figured that Hilbert and Hilda would know their way around Pokemon training. If competitive battling is as big deal as they make it sound, I should consider my options more seriously. By the way, don't forget that whatever club you choose, you're responsible to keep up your commitment to it. I heard the clubs are very selective, so attendance is mandatory. The gardening club is nice because they don't care when you come in, as long as you do, and you have a good time. That's definitely the rare exception. Other clubs won't hesitate to dismiss you if you miss even one of their meetings. Getting dismissed from a club for such a silly reason will most definitely damage your academic record and reputation. You can drop out of the club at any time, right? Yes, you can quit the club at any time, but if you're looking to transfer clubs, you have to submit the forms before the cutoff point. Can you put that in easier to understand terms? Okay, let's say that you wish to switch from the Guardian Club to the tennis team. In order to do so, you have to submit your transfer forms to the registration office before the beginning of May. This is the deadline for all club forms. So if you submit your forms after the deadline, then you will be able to transfer you will be unable to transfer to a new team or join a new club into the semester. If you submit your forms after the deadline, you'll be unable to transfer or join a new club until the next semester. Geez, when did school clubs become so intense? Much like camping, in fact. Back in middle school, clubs were a place to just hang out with friends and have something to do. Those clubs didn't serve any real purpose back then. I have a feeling that some of the clubs here can teach me some useful skills. I have to think long and hard about whether I want to commit myself to a work-intensive club or a laid-back one. All this talk about clubs is making my head hurt. Let's talk about something fun, like how amazing the food is here. Have you guys ever had anything like this back home? No. At least nothing close to Copenhagen's. That's the word. Some of the finer restaurants as I go to don't compare to the food here. This school is also larger than some of the universities we had back in Kalos. Fuck me, I'm talking in the voice again. This school is also larger than some of the universities we have back in Kalos. How much funding is the school getting anyway? You can thank the results and reputation of the school. Numerous alumni historically become some of the most renowned trainers and researchers in the world.
Really? Like who? Let's see. There's Lance, who we met in our gym class. Stephen Stone. Don't forget Cynthia.
We casually talk about celebrities as lunch draws to a close. As we get ready to move to our next class, I realize that this is the first time in a while where I had such an intellectual conversation with a group of friends, at least in school. It's almost a shame to have to go to class, but I can't say I'm not anticipating my next class either. And with that, we end this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like.